Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to HeardTV. It's me, your host, B. I'm here with your boy, Uzif. Uzif, introduce yourself.
Yo, what's going on? My name is Uzif. What's up, Bree? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, it could be better, but I'm here.
Could be
Pretty good,
better.
You know, moving.
Last I heard, you cheddar bob yourself, or almost cheddar bob yourself.
Yeah, I almost shut up on myself, bro.
For those of you guys don't know what cheddar bob is, if you've seen the movie 8 Mile and you know cheddar bob, then you know what he did. So it's pretty much... Yusuf almost shot himself, guys. By the way, it is a serious situation. As much as you see us smiling and laughing, we're able to laugh it off now. But at the moment, it was more of like rough talking, like me looking at him and being like, bro, you're really stupid.
Oh,
like,
I'm just going to show you my face how everything happened. So I got out of the party. I go home. On my way home, I see this guy just coming in fast, like 100 or something. Mind you, I'm nice and lit, so I'm going like, probably like 65, maybe 70. You know, let's say we're close to 80. So I see this guy just pass me, stop, come behind me, next to me, go in front of me, boom.
Now, was he trying to race you or something?
I don't even know. He didn't. In Puerto Rico, we have a thing that if you're gonna race somebody, you put your headlights on. You put your headlight on or your emergency lights on.
That's totally different from here, because over here, they pull up next to you and they rev their motor. Like,
so I thought that was the case, so I went like
it's normally people in
went,
Hellcats and Chargers and Challengers and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can't race a Mitsubishi, bro.
Sometimes people do it in little Hondas and stuff. It's not really intimidating.
Yeah, they go 100, 120, and then crash into poles. It's just crazy. Yeah, you definitely talking about you, bro. Yo. So, but either way, so me being lit and he just doing all these crazy movements and I'm just relaxed. I'm like, you know what? Let me just make sure. So I'll take my gun out, cock it back, and put it to the side. He keeps doing all that little stunts that he's doing, and then it's a light come up. As soon as the light come up, I put my hand on the gun, and I'm like, look to my right. I'm like, what is gonna go? Like, shit's about to go down.
He was trying to catch a body.
But he left. He left. Nothing happened. I'm like, okay. So I took the magazine out, forgetting that there was a bullet inside. Comes the morning. I wake up, nice, you know, beautiful. It was a beautiful morning. You know, sun, a little bit of windy, beautiful. Go to my car.
Beautiful morning to pull a cheddar bob.
Shit. I'll be honest. I think so, yeah. So early in the morning, right, sit in my car. I'm just checking my stuff, and I see my gun there. I'm like, oh, maybe I forgot to put it in the holster. So mind you, doesn't have the magazine on it, and I forgot there was a bullet inside. As soon as I take it and I'm gonna put it in the holster, one bullet comes out. My reaction was, fuck just happened. Like, my face was like that. I closed my face, and I'm like, what just happened? And, like, I'm looking for the bullet. I'm looking for the hole. And I'm like, where is it? Where is it?
When you say a bullet comes out, do you mean that's when the bullet fired from the gun, or?
Definitely, it was like a rapid fire. It was like one fire. Boof. Imagine if I had the clip on it. Oh, my God. Boop, 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 boop. Sure about my whole foot. Crazy, I know.
He cheddar bobbed his whole foot.
Not actually. Actually, I got my whole foot, like, nice and intact.
Yeah, he didn't hit his foot. If he did, it would have been more funny now, but at the moment, it would have been more serious.
And I'm going to be honest, I would have actually show you. Yeah.
The funny thing is that when it happened, he didn't even... He didn't tell me first, and I think it's probably because he knew the first thing I would have been... Or the first thing I would have said was, you're a dumbass. That's probably the first thing I would have said to him. So he didn't say anything to me about it. It wasn't until I met up with him. I already knew, but then he pulled me to the side and was like, yo, I got to talk to you. And then he told me, and I sat there and act like I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And after he was done, I was like, you're really stupid. Like, I knew about this the whole time, but you're just, like, really dumb. Like, what the hell were you thinking? So, for me, right, I've gotten situations where I had to load my gun. As a matter of fact, Adrian was there with me one time when we went to the gym, and some random dude just randomly approached us. And the first thing we did was load our guns. But once we got back in the car, we took the bullet out the chamber. We made sure we cleared the gun. So my question to you, right? And this is just me. This is just me. Like, I'm not saying everybody's like this, but my first instinct once my gun is loaded, when I get to whatever clear, like if I load my gun, I go outside real quick, and I come back out inside. The first thing that comes to my head is unload the gun. I don't leave my gun sitting around the house or anywhere in my car completely loaded. The clip may be in it, but it's not going to be loaded. So why did that not come to your mind? Like, were you that lit? Did you not remember?
I also was talking on the phone. I was talking to this lady friend on my phone. So I was just involved on the conversation. We was talking back and forth. Did it cross my mind I had a goddamn bullet in the fucking chamber? Didn't cross my mind. And it was just, boof. Lucky enough, I have my foot. I act on the spot. I was trying to make sure I found the bullet, the casing. I found both of them. That nobody got hurt. My car didn't got hurt in a serious. It cost me. I'm gonna be honest. It cost me $440 to do all the new how you say the cables on it.
Like the rewiring.
The rewiring. Thank you very much.
Okay.
But other than that, she's running. She's running faster than ever. Squeaking when she goes back, but you already know.
And what's the lesson that we learned? Because Uzif doesn't bring his gun around anymore.
Always make sure you don't have bullets on your chamber. And if you're going to cock it, you better use it.
I'm kind of glad you don't bring your gun around anymore because, God forbid you were with somebody and you accidentally pulled that and just
shot somebody. Goddamn.
That would have been crazy. Like, I would have.
How will you tell the cops, hey, I shot him in the face mistakenly? You say that. How you tell you tell me, how do you tell the cop, hey, a bullet just came out of the gun? You can't. There's no, like, I thought like when all that shit was happening, I was like, how can I tell the cop if I would have hit somebody or I would have hit myself? That was like the most thing. But then I was like, I took a breather. I was like, okay, my foot is there. Let me find the bullet. I need the bullet and the casing first because I need to know if did it hit something else, did it went it somewhere. Lucky enough, the bullet and the casing, the casing was on my left, like behind the car, not behind the car, like by the back seat outside, and then the bullet was in front of the car. And I'm like, okay, I found these two things. Where's the hole? Where's the hole? And I'm looking, I'm opening something, like there's no hole. I'm like, where did the bullet came from? Where did it came out from? And I check my front left tire in the little inside fender. Oh, I see the hole. And I'm like, damn. And it was a big hole. Like, for a 45 ACP, bro, yeah, my foot was going to go bye-bye.
Did you go to an actual, like, shop and did it, or did you know somebody that was...
I went to a shop next, like, by Hoagland Street.
So you went to a shop.
Yeah.
What did you explain to the person that was fixing her?
I explained to him the same thing I explained to you right now. I explained to him.
And what was his reaction to it?
He's like, hey, I heard worst. That was his reaction. He's like, damn. And when I told, like, the guy knew already from the bullet, like, I didn't even show him the bullet completely. He's like, that's a 45? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you lucky as hell. You would have blown your fucking foot off.
For those of you who never seen a 45 ACP bullet, it's pretty fat, and that might have left the real damage. I mean, I have a 9mm, and the 9mm leaves damage, but a 45 ACP is a pretty big bullet.
And we went to the shooting range before, and you see the big holes that leave that 45, the string pistol that I have. It's insane. I made Adrian's hot shotgun on that. Dude. I
mean, if it was me and I was a mechanic, and
he told me I was stupid. I was not even funny. Like, he told me I was stupid.
I mean, I would have thought that you got shot at.
The thing is like how he
but
was
then when you like
doesn't look like
right when you actually look at it, you could tell which side the bullet penetrated through. Like, yeah, so like, imagine because if a cop was investigating your car, he would see that the bullet penetrated from the inside to the outside. And that would kind of look like, well, how the hell did that happen? Did he shoot somebody in the car or something?
You have to check evidence. Like, and if it was only me in the car, it's like only my word against yours. So it's like whatever it says, you don't have to believe it because it's like you don't know what happened.
And you said you found the bullet
yes, sir.
During the.
I found the bullet and.
Did you keep it?
Hell yeah. Just for reminding me, like, don't be stupid and always look at your gun.
Always treat a gun like it's loaded. Don't treat it like a toy.
That's good.
Don't walk around with it like a toy. I mean, I got a Glock. My gun has no safety on it. So, like, that's one of the reasons why I'm scared to keep one in the head. Like, if I was in a situation, like, if I ever pump gas late at night, I'll probably have one just because, you know, the world we live in nowadays, people will run up on you and try to do something. And I just want to be ready, you know? But when I'm in the car or it's in the house, in my drawer, whatever, it's never loaded like all the way because of that reason. I don't have a safety on my gun, so you could just pull it and shoot. So if you shot yourself in a no-no, right? Is that child abuse or child neglect or what is it? What is the case? What is the charge you get when you like for manslaughter of a child? I can't believe I'm talking about this on live TV right now. But
talking about.
I'm just saying, like, if you had cheddar bobbed yourself,
so
would that have been manslaughter? Because all your babies would have been gone.
No, it's not manslaughter. Like, it's probably accidental suicide. An accidental bop.
Accidental pop when that sack pop. You can't call it an abortion because he's not a female and it's not a live baby in his stomach. Had it been a live baby in his stomach and he was a female and he accidentally shot himself in the stomach, that would probably be
I'm trying to think of a
an
word that
abortion.
would put this in what's a good word for it? Like, I don't feel like there's a word for it, but we could invent one right now.
So invent a word. Let me hear you invent a word.
This
is the talk of the day, guys. We're going to invent a word.
Invent a word?
Invent a word.
There you go.
Or create a word.
Same difference?
I think he meant same thing.
Okay.
Same difference. I know what I said.
So explain to me what is same different.
But the same.
But same and different contradict each other because they're two different things. Like when something's the same, it's identical, it's alike, it's common. When it's different, it's the opposite.
Boricua, but two different types of Boricua. Same difference.
Okay, this guy, he hit the post so hard, he don't
I
know
guess
where
you
to
got a
go.
point with that one, yeah.
How?
Because of the way he just pointed out. I mean, you and him are both Puerto Rican, but you're two different Puerto Ricans.
Same difference.
Adrian's more Americanized than you are.
That's true.
You're like more like San Juan, and he's more like
Put
Florida, man. I drink beers and wrestle gators out here. Like
You say you're trying to wrestle a gator, boy?
I wrestle gators, hit them with my Bud Light,
He said,
pull out my 12 gauge, make some gator jerky right after.
holy shit.
My dad used to smoke cigarettes in the house. He was the only one that did it. I used to hate that shit. Like, I'm talking about, like, he was the only one that smoked cigarettes in the house, and he pretty much would call me into the room, and then I would come into the room, and his room was, like, hot boxed with cigarettes.
Oh,
like, he
Lord.
would be laying on his bed watching TV with the cigarette in his hand. I used to be in that room, and it smelled so horrible. By the time I come out the room, it smells like a little 12-year-old was smoking cigarettes all day.
No, just like in high school, when I was living with my grandma back in New York, she used to smoke heavy on the cigarette, bro. Heavy, and all my clothes used to smell like cigarette. At 12 years old, they would ask me, "Are you smoking cigarettes?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
My grandma's a super smoker, fanatic about smoking Newports. Like, oh my god.
Same here. I remember, like, when I was younger, my dad took me to school in the morning, and, like, my dad used to smoke cigarettes right there. Like, I'll be in the passenger seat of the car, and he would just crack
light
the
up.
window and smoke a cigarette right there. And, like, I would go into school, and I remember one time this little girl said, "You smell like cigarettes," in front of everybody at the table, bro. And I was like, I didn't understand why. Like, I'm like, no, I don't. But then, like, I thought back to that morning. I'm like, my dad faced, like, 2 whole cigarettes on the way there. And I only lived, like, 10, 15 minutes away from the school. So he done had, like, 2 cigarettes in the car while we was there. Like, on the drive there and while we were waiting in that long line to go into school.
Oh no, and I know he looked at you and be like, "You'll be okay."
He didn't care. My dad didn't care at all. Like I said, he one time put me to drive him home, right? Like, I had no license. I was probably like 14. I didn't even know how to drive, to be honest. Like, so he was drunk and we were out at like a family friend's house, and he was like, "Oh, don't worry." Like they were like, "You're good? Like, you're going to be okay to drive?" And he was like, "Yeah, my son's going to drive me home." And I was like,
Okay.
I'm the only son here. Like, my brothers ain't here. Like, is he talking about me?
He's
And
looking
then,
back
like,
at it.
when it comes time to leave, he was like, all right, jump in the driver's seat. And then gives me the keys. And I'm like 14 years old. I'm like, bro. So, like, I'm kind of excited because I get to drive. But then, like, I'm like, yo, what if I get
Reality
pulled
kicks in.
over? Things like that.
Yeah,
So,
reality kicked in real
so I
quick
told
on
him, I
that
was
one.
like, what if I get pulled over or something? Like, I never drive. Like, I'm swerving on the road a little bit because I'm a kid. I'm short. So, like, what if I pretty much, like, swerving, a cop pulls me over and stuff like that? And he literally looked at me and was like, if the cop pulls you over, I'm going to tell him that I told you to drive. And I'm like, Dad, I don't think that's a good idea because you're going to go to jail and I'm going to end up in what's it called, like an orphanage or some shit.
I want to stop right there. How you tell a cop, man, you're your dad, right? You have a son, and you say that to your son. How actually, like, you already wasted, and how would that come out if you tell a cop, yeah, I was so wasted, I had him drive me home?
In his
That's
mind,
about it.
in his mind, that was the safer alternative. Like, at least I'm not driving. But to the cop is gonna be like, dude, he's 14
Kids
years
and
old.
dangers, man. Driving without
Child
license,
neglect.
child
Like-
neglect,
Child Protective Services.
basically child abuse.
That means it's probably time to wrap up this episode. But thank you guys for tuning into another episode of HeardTV. If you like what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button to show your support for the kid. Also, if you want to see more content, follow the Instagram page @_HeardTV.